everyone, this is Sandy Reese with StampItCrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thanks so much for joining me. Today we are doing our October card class a couple days early. I'm going to do it on Facebook Live here right now, and then I will post it to my YouTube channel for Thursday. I'm going out of town tomorrow to do some babysitting for my 4-month-old grandson, so I will be out of pocket. I will be available to place orders, that type of thing, but I won't have my recording set up. So I don't think we'll have any videos for Saturday or Monday, unfortunately, this week. I had 2 days at home and I had 2 classes, video and laundry, and then trying to pack for the rest of the week in Little Rock. So not too much happening today, and I'm not able to get any more videos. So I apologize, but we will be back here next Thursday and get started back up again. All right, so let me show you the cards real quick. We're doing fall theme cards. These are good for any occasion. They're good for fall birthdays, for get well, sympathy. They're good for Thanksgiving, whatever you want to do. So we're kind of focusing on some of our more fall colored designer paper. And these are great. I'm going to list the products because I know I'm not going to be able to think of all the names. But we'll list the products on my blog. And if you make a purchase of $35 or more using the host code online, you're going to get a kit of 2 of each of these cards for free. And I will mail those to you. And then if you spend $50, I will also include a pack of embellishments. So we're using 3 different designer papers, a couple different stamp sets, but you can use what you have. And it's just a really great way to showcase some of this beautiful designer paper. And just a reminder, we have up to 30% off of our kits right now to the end of the month. Kits are a great way for new stampers to get started because everything comes in the box that you need except for your scissors. So kits are a great way to get started with stamping. Also, we have our starter kit special. For our starter kit's normally $99. You get it this month for $99, and you can pick out $155 worth of product. Normally you get $125 worth. So now for $99, you're going to get $150 worth of product of your choice, and those can be kits. If you're brand new and you want to get a good deal on your kits, plus 30% off or up to 30% off on the kits, that starter kit is an awesome deal. So you get the $155, you get free shipping, which saves you 11% right there. You're going to get a free paper pumpkin kit, some business supplies you may or may not want to use. That's up to you. Those are free included. And you get to place for future orders for 20% off, always as a demonstrator. And you can get more off later, depending on your sales, but starting, everybody gets 20% off. So starter kits are the best deal in the catalog. Even when they're not on sale, they're a good deal. So, all right, I think I'm done talking. I haven't talked to anybody today. I did talk to my sister, but not for very long. So, I talked a lot yesterday. I don't know why. We had class last night in Kennett. Okay, we're going to get started on our first card. And this one uses one of our punches. And I will list, today I just can't focus. It's very smoky outside. I can't seem to talk properly. And I'm going to try to remember what these punches are. But I'm going to put them in on my blog post. So click over to the blog post and you can see the shopping list for this. Okay, so I punched 3 pieces of paper, or 3 punched images out of the Perennial Lavender designer paper. And then I did a couple of white punches out of the bow punch. I've got them all stuck together. Out of the bow punch. And then we have some Blackberry Bliss, some Basic White, and Crumb Cake cardstock. So we're going to do our base, and it's just a half sheet of paper cut lengthwise. And then I have a piece of white. This is for the inside. And I'm just doing a little sympathy card out of this one. I'm not writing on the inside. I'm going to leave it blank so I can write later. And then I have this crumb cake. So it's going to go landscape. And I'm going to take each one of these punched pieces of designer paper. I'm going to kind of fold it in half, but I'm not creasing it. I am just making sure it's even so I can cut it into 2 halves that are the same size. All right, we'll do this one. And this one. Just make sure that that bottom punched edge is even, and then cut that in half. All right, that's all we have to do. Super easy. No measuring, nothing. All right, let's get all of our pieces turned the right way. Now these are double-sided, so you can always, you know, pick and choose which one you want to use. And then I'm going to adhere them pretty close to the top and the edge, just like that. I'm going to do the 2 purple ones here on the ends so that they are pretty much the same. Trying to get them straight. And then let's do this one. Then we'll do this one in the middle. And with this paper, I have, you know, the little leaves are going up. So make sure if you're using directional paper, you get it going the right way. And it's important to get them as straight as you can. I can't seem to pick this up. That's a little off. Let's see if we can get this on a little straighter. Okay, that's maybe a little straighter. Now we're going to put the other 3 on the bottom, but we want to make sure, here it is, we want to kind of alternate them and switch the patterns around a bit. So we're going to do the more solid purple over here, and then we'll do our floral. I'm using my seal adhesive, so I put it down lightly, so if I need to kind of reposition, I can. All right, come on, let's get going. Oh no, this is brand new, and we've already got a problem here. Let me see if I can fix this. I don't know if I'm pressing too hard or what's going on. But once this paper, maybe I'm going the wrong way, hold on. Let me get that tightened up. Sometimes it can roll back on itself. So you can take this, if that happens to you, pull this up a little bit so the wheels, the cogs aren't interconnected, and then just turn it clockwise until you feel it tighten up. And hopefully that will solve the problem and it won't do it again. It will sometimes do that if you're pushing too hard. This is a tape that you don't need to push hard on. So if that happens, you can fix it before it gets too far. All right, this one, let's adjust this one a little bit more. Try to get that centered. All right, those are pretty close. All right, next we are going to glue these little leaves. Whoop, well, that's way too much glue, just a teeny bit. We don't want it to squish out. I'm gonna put one kind of up here, and it can even come off a little bit if you want. Let's see. And this one's gonna come down this way. All right, Then we can pop up this whole piece. I have a few large dimensionals here. Okay. I'm going to place this right in the center, and it goes side to side. All right, and then let's stamp our sentiment. I'm doing a sympathy card. So I'm using the Blackberry Bliss ink. And stamping white on white, I'm going to just set this here so I can see a little better what I'm doing. And hopefully get this straight. Not very straight. Let's try that again. It's hard to see it in an angle here. Okay, that's much better. And if you want to pop it up, you can, or you can just lay it flat. I'm gonna just lay mine flat. And so you're just covering up that gap, going side to side, straight, hopefully. All right, then I'm going to grab my purple shimmer gems, and let's pull out this pack. It has 3 colors. It has the light, the medium, and then a reddish purple, which goes with this Blackberry Bliss. So that's what we're going to use. I've got kind of a partial sheet right here that we've been working on. So I can get it out. All right, I'm just going to grab a large and a small of our reddish gems. That's the red one. Okay. Put those right there just for a little bit of extra elegance and sparkle. And that is it. I mean, how quick and easy was that? We used 2 punches and a Stampin' Ink and some paper. Super easy. I love punches because they are easy. Okay, let's work on our next one. And we're going to use, this is some of our Regal Flora paper, I think that's called. I love this. It shows as more of a holiday suite, like Christmas, but I love it for fall. It's got great fall colors. And I love this color. It is called Wild Wheat. I don't know, I just love the yellow colors. And this is a nice kind of dark brown yellow, which is beautiful. Look at this paper. That is gorgeous. I wish we could use that. Maybe we'll use it on a different project. But right now we're going to use the plaid because it coordinates so nicely with that other floral in our monochromatic color scheme here. That paper's got a little bit of a tear to it. I don't know what happened to it. Okay. All right, so we're gluing this to the left side. Then we have this piece of floral, and we're going to adhere it to the Early Espresso cardstock. And look at the back of this one. This is Pretty Peacock, and it's got that same kind of plaid pattern. That is so beautiful. This paper is just gorgeous. Okay. Now we're going to pop this one up as well. It's always nice to have some dimension on your projects. So just by popping up 1 layer, or even 2 if you want, I wouldn't pop up more than 3, levels, because then that gets a little too bulky for mailing. But 1 or 2 levels, you can do that. All right, I have an inside. I'm going to stamp that before. And then we have a banner. And then a few things we're going to embellish with. So let's do our stamping. I am using Early Espresso on this one. And the stamp set I'm using is Simply Said, which I love because it's got Let's Celebrate. That could be for any occasion. We've got birthday, thinking of you, miss you, birthday wishes, just denote, yay. It could be for a lot of different occasions. Nice and simple. So I'm going to do Happy Birthday on this banner. I'm going to stamp it a little bit to the right. I just cut them long. And let's see if we can get this on straight. There we go. And that's over to the right, and I'll show you why in a minute. And then let's stamp Let's Celebrate for the inside, because that goes with birthday too. Close that up. Oh man. Ink on my nails. That's okay. As long as it's not on my fingers and we don't want it on our card. All right. Let's adhere this inside. You know what? It's doing it again, I think. Is it? No, it looks okay. It is. Hold on. You know, sometimes we'll get these a little bit defective, but that's how we fix it. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's make sure our little cogs are back in place, or our teeth on our cogs. All right, I'll try it one more time. All right, inside is in. Now we're going to take, before we put our banner on, we're going to take these two gold woven leaves. These are so cool. I think there's like 40 in a pack, so you don't have to cut them out or anything. They just come in a pack. And then we put them on with glue dots. So I'm grabbing extra glue dots from my kits and paper pumpkin kits. They always give us so many glue dots, and I never use them. So I'm just putting two little glue dots on each of our leaves. Smash them in there. And I do that because liquid glue would seep through that woven fabric. All right, I'm going to put one kind of going up, and then I'll put the other one going down. Okay, you could probably use a little bit of this too. That would work. All right, now we're going to take some of this wild wheat ribbon. This ribbon is still, unfortunately, still out of stock. I am sorry. But if you have an iridescent or like an early espresso ribbon, or even linen thread would work. All right, I'm going to fold that in half, and I just kind of flag the ends. I'm going to take a little piece of tear and tape, and I'm just going to use this like tape. And this is the middle of my leaves right here. I'm just going to tape that right down and leave it just like that, because my banner is going to cover that. All right, what I want to do is just trim right about here, and I'm going to flag this end. So I'm cutting in the middle and then from either side. And then we'll pop this one up. Let's see, I have one dimensional left here, a big one. And then we're going to go to our small ones. I don't think I have any big ones upstairs right now. I'll just put a couple of small ones on there. All right, and then we make sure we're going to cover up that tape. Stick that on right there. Isn't that beautiful? And then, whoops, we have these are called faux glass dots. They come in all the great fall colors. And we are going to use these, which are the wild wheat or daffodil. I don't know what color they are. And I'm going to put two. You can put them anywhere you want. I put the big one here and a small one up there. And isn't that beautiful? I love that card. What a beautiful birthday card. All right. Well, let's move on to our last one. And this is using the Autumn, I think it's called Autumn Splendor or Splendid Autumn, I don't know, designer paper. which is 6x6. I'm using crushed curry for my card base. 6x6. And I've cut this down, and I've cut it down to fit on this piece of Mossy Meadow. And I've cut the image into 3 1-inch strips so that you still have the image, because this paper is gorgeous and it has one like kind of landscape image on each page. So you want to take advantage of that and not do too much. If you do too, I mean, it's too beautiful to mess up or to cover, so you don't want to cover it. This is meant for using large pieces where you can see the imagery. All right, so I have my 3 pieces in order, and I'm just going to get my adhesive going again and lay this out so we have even border all the way around. Now, if you place an order, I will give you a PDF with measurements and, oh, for Pete's sakes, that's not going to work. I'm going to give you a PDF with all the measurements. So not only will you get the kit, but you'll get the PDF so you can make more of these cards, and you'll have all the measurements for them. So I'm not putting measurements on the blog post, just supplies. So if you know how to do your own measurements, you can do that. If you don't know, then you might want to place an order so you'll get the measurements with your kit. All right, now I am just going to glue this flat. And these kits all have different papers. This one is kind of this Queen Anne's lace paper. The sample, my original sample, had some fall trees. Isn't that beautiful? Love that. Okay, and now I have a little banner. This is from the Nested Essentials dies, and I'm using Mossy Meadow. And we're just gonna stamp hello. This is a great little hello card. You can use whatever you want. I also have some of the linen thread. It's 3 colors. I can't remember. I'll put it in. I'll put it in the blog under supplies, and I'm just going to put a little bit of tear and tape to hold this down. Okay, and just wrap it like 1, 2, 3, well, maybe a little tighter. I want the ends to meet. There we go. You can just, that tape's there to kind of help stick it down. You can have a little piece hanging out or not. It's up to you. I'm going to stick that down. Cute. Okay, we're going to pop this up. Let's grab a few dimensionals. Let's do 1, 2. We'll do one more on the bottom. I'm going to put it even with my, I think, with the edge of the green. Cute. And then let's use our faux glass dots. Where did I put, oh, right here. It's right here on top in front of me. I think I might use these Cajun Craze ones. They might show up a little bit more, and they kind of tie in the color of these little flowers down here. A large and a small. I'll put the small one maybe over here. And we have a white for the inside. Anytime you have a darker color card base, you're gonna want to add a piece of white for the inside. And I'll just leave that blank so that I can use that for whatever occasion I have coming up. All right, that is it. Look at all these gorgeous cards. You can see on this one, I used the the Cajun Craze twine that comes in that pack. We have this card and this one right here. So for a $35 order, you'll get different papers in your kit on this one, but these will have the same. And so with $35 order, you're going to get supplies to make all of these. And you can stamp your own sentiments. But if you spend $50, you're also going to get a pack. And I think these are not on back order, so I'll order some of these faux glass dots to send to you. All right. Thanks everybody for stopping by. If you haven't clicked subscribe, please subscribe to my channel. I would love, for you to not miss out on future videos. And I will see you all soon. All right. Bye-bye.